Hello, Cancer. What is up? Welcome to Flavored Vivid. For those of you guys that are new here, my name is Carissa. The way that I do my readings is intuitively. I like to start off in your etheric energy, ground it down to the physical, some general messages. I pull a spread on your finances and career. I pull a spread on your love life, and I close out with spirit guide messages. This week we are doing couples love life. I'm using my decks that I have not used in forever, and singles love life. Okay. Oops, I held it upside down. Singles and couples. So we're doing two different spreads for the love life sector. Anyways, let's talk about the title of your reading. Okay, I titled you guys' reading, They mistook your dedication and focus as vanity, but they're about to see that they're wrong. Now, the way that these individuals are about to see that they're wrong here is, okay, here's the deal. You have the High Priestess in the reverse. You have the Eight of Pentacles in the upright and the Page of Coins in the upright. You're constantly evolving, learning, mastering, growing here. And a lot of these individuals were not actually connected to their intuition. They were connected to their ego. Okay. And you had a lot of people here that had possibly like ghosted you, or tried to make you feel a certain way, projected onto you. Okay. But all of it was coming from ego. Now, all the initiations that you had to go through, grow through to get to where you are and who you are to this day, they're about to have to grow through themselves. And so they're going to learn through initiation what it's like to actually be you, since they had such an opinion on you. Okay. You have visionary, and you also have apprentice right behind this, which I really like. Visionary says confidence, passion, and self-worth. You're tapping into this really passionate energy, where you're stopping. You don't really care what other people think about you. You're very dedicated. You're very driven. You have this vision for what you want. You're finding your calling. You're really stepping into your power here. You're seeing your own self-worth. You're calling your power back. I just heard you could be calling your power back from a specific connection. For those, some of you guys, whether it's platonic or romantic, that's for you. And then we have higher education, belief, and wisdom here. It's like these individuals that didn't believe in you, you've mastered something here. And now they're going to be coming to you for apprenticeship, okay, in whatever form that looks like, right? They're going to be looking to you for the blueprint now and everything that you have already mastered. How did Cancer get through this? How did Cancer grow through this? How did Cancer get to where they're at in life? They're starting to see now there is wisdom, there is, spirit driving you down a specific purpose here. And now they want to come to you here. They're done not listening to their intuition anymore. They're seeing you and they're coming to you here like, hey, how'd you do that? How did you master that? How did you overcome this here? So I definitely see there's like this energy of you becoming the teacher, you mastering something, you having this vision that other people couldn't see, and them coming for like kind of an apprenticeship through you. I do feel like it's vicariously. Like there's a lot of individuals that study others online. Maybe you've been very authentic and you've kind of shared a lot of things online, or with your friendship circles, with your family. And now these individuals are going to be going through it, growing through it themselves, and they're going to have a lot of questions, or they're going to silently watch and kind of see what you did. Do some research here. The Page of Pentacles is a student, okay? It's a student of like new opportunities, new ideas here. And as you can see, there's a child in this picture, like dog walking, to earn extra money. So it's like, how can I earn the same mastery that Cancers have earned for themselves? All right. So very interesting energy. With all of that said here, you are on the road to success. All right. I love this. Hi, Canceria. You're on the road to success. You have flag here. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Like don't match anybody else's energy right now. Again, let them meet you where you're at. Let them climb the same mountain that you had to climb. You're kind of in this like goat energy. Obviously with the mountain, goats can literally hang on an edge that other animals, individuals, etc. can't. So you're in this position of like showing up and showing like, hey, I can really be in a position here where other people, they can't even make it here, okay? And so they're going to want to know how to become the goat. And I hate to be cliche with that, since all the younger generations are like goated. You have ornaments here coming up as well. So this is extra money, mature investment, celebration. Some of you guys could be going shopping here. Yeah, Clover, nice bonus check. There's something that's coming in for you guys. Unexpected money that could be coming in for you guys as well. A lucky break here. Good fortune. You're aligned to a lot of good fortune. You've been doing the inner work. For some of you guys, the money has not come in yet, though. I'm seeing it kind of dangling right in front of your face, or the feeling of it being on the tip of your tongue, as that saying goes. And it is, but it is coming in for you. So there's something here that's going to pay off. Now, for some of you guys, you might be planning for some sort of retirement, okay, or it's like you're already retired, you're finishing work, you finished, working, you've been with a business for a very long time, a company for a very long time, and now there's like these new fresh endeavors in which you're going to be making money from. I see you somebody here, what is that called? A ribbon cutting. So you could be opening up like a new business or something like that. Congratulations. That's amazing. I love that for you. There might be like a ribbon cutting ceremony, or there's some type of ceremony. Maybe you're watching somebody graduate, a grandkid, or your own children, whatever that may be for you guys. Okay. Again, my couples, you're showing up in an authentic connection right now. I love that. Singles, you might have dealt with somebody who kind of ghosted you. I feel like this, or you ghosted them. There was some sort of, somebody was not as interested in the connection as the other person. Just being very transparent there. You also have changes are coming. Be open-minded. So let's go ahead and shuffle live and see what we have here. You could be born on the 9th. You could be a life path 9. You could have Sagittarius in your house, or there's something about the 9th house. Okay. The 9th house. Message, please. Thank you. Sage. What did I say about your reading? You are the sage in a situation. You are creating changes, harmony, acceptance, and patience. Like all of your patience is about to pay off here. Cage card. You finally freed yourself. I don't know exactly what you did to liberate yourself, but you let yourself out of some sort of cage, and it's obvious now. It's obvious that this was not handed to you, that you worked for it, which is going to bring forth a lot of mutual respect into your environment, okay? Whether it's in relationships, like people can see that you're a very authentic person and you connect with them platonically or romantically very authentically, and you are who you are, and you've gone through everything that you've gone through, and it's like there's just so many different layers to you. They're recognizing the layers to you here, and it's not what they immediately judged on the surface, okay? So let's go ahead and see what this says for you here. Everything is falling into place. Be patient and believe in yourself, and trust that you're being guided and loved. When spirit advises you to be patient, it means to live in the present moment and enjoy it. Lower vibrations should be let go of. Have faith that the universe is on your side. To live your best life, embrace being more kind to yourself and love yourself harder. You're on a journey, and you're healing and inspiring others to live their best life. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? They once judged you. They thought you were vain for your dedication. They thought that you were cocky instead of confident, They didn't see what happened behind the scenes though. But like I said, Spirit's like, oh, you have a lot of opinions about them. Here's what they had to go through. And then they're like, well, wait a minute. Wait, hello? Didn't Cancer say that they experienced this? Didn't Cancer talk about this before? Now all of a sudden they want to learn from you. Okay, so you're on a journey and inspire others to live their best lives. Share your truth and allow others to connect with you. It'll generate a lot of positive energy. Remember that you and Spirit are co-creators. Concentrate on what you want to achieve. Feeling good is something that you should practice. Once you realize that feeling better is a conscious choice, you can have anything that you want and more. Recognize that living your best life is a choice you must make. Will you seize the opportunity and embrace it? The affirmation on this is, I trust that everything is working out for my highest good. If something didn't work out the way I hoped, it means that something better is coming. So you have something even better coming in for you. And everything worked out in the way that it did because those people weren't meant to be on your level. They were meant to learn from you. They were meant to take notes, okay? And the only thing that they can do right now is take notes, because again, they're being initiated through the same things that they criticized you for. So I love it here. You've already climbed the mountain here. You're on this road to success. Let's go ahead and see. Wow. As I pick up this entire deck, the only card left on the table here is guaranteed success. A lot of you guys can be aligned with like your North Node or your Midhaven, like who you're meant to be in this lifetime. You're being protected from these really powerful energies. You had a Cancer Babes brunch today. Oh, I love that. Shamelessly. Hi, Jackie. I hope that you and your mom are doing well. And I love that you had a Cancer lunch. That's so cute. But protection from a powerful friend. So you guys are being protected right now. Your success is guaranteed, okay? Let's go ahead and see what we have. Messages, please. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. Very on brand for Cancer energy. All right. Psychic ability. Trust your intuition. Yes. Trust your inner guidance. And what else do we have? You have a broken one. Temptation will test you. Apple. My dog ate this card like an apple. How ironic. We're doing well. Good. I love to hear that. I do. Tell her I say hi, by the way. And then we have Tulip. Great passion. Okay, so again, it's like they mistook your passion, your dedication as vanity. That's a very vain thing to freaking think about another person. Like, the irony in this is that it was all an egoic projection because they didn't understand where you were coming from. They didn't understand your calling, your path, because it wasn't their calling. It wasn't for them to understand, okay? You were operating in great passion and you still are. There's going to be like an enhancement of like energy and drive that's really going to be coming through you stronger than it's been in a while. Okay, and I feel like, again, you've liberated yourself from something. Let's go ahead and shuffle and see what this is about. Tell me about the Nest card. Okay, the Nest card, please, for my Cancers. The Magician in the reverse. Interesting. And the Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck. And then the Queen of Wands. Interesting. All right, you dealt with a lot of people who questioned you. They questioned your beliefs, what you were doing, your morals, your integrity. They questioned your path, your journey, and they didn't understand it. But again, they were coming from a manipulative perspective of not wanting to genuinely understand, but more so wanting to criticize or judge. I said this in my Libra reading, so you could have Libra in your chart. You don't have to. But I mentioned in their reading here, like a lot of people, you know, the people who don't have children are the ones that are always giving advice on how to raise children and how to be a better parent. And it's just like they're coming from ignorance, you know, they're not coming from actually being a parent. They don't know what it's actually like. It's like, I'm not going to go learn from a woman that's never breastfed here on how to breastfeed. That's not going to happen. That's where this was coming from here. And you remained confident in yourself, like knowing that you had a calling, you had a vision that you received. 5 of Coins in the reverse, 7 of Cups in reverse, and you weren't confused on it. These people were confused because, again, it was coming from a place of ego. Messages, please. Justice card, Libra or Libran energy. It could have been a Libra that was doing this, perhaps, okay? But you're getting justice in a situation. 10 of Swords, and other people are starting to recognize, like, oh, crap. I should have been taking notes, and the whole time I was projecting onto them. Imagine that. Okay, 10 of Cups here, and the Knight of Wands. Like, they just didn't, and the Hermit card. They didn't see your vision. Hi, welcome, welcome. They did not see your vision. Page of Cups here. King of Swords, but you were always standing in your authenticity. You were always standing in your truth. And I feel like you always came from like a very emotionally nurturing, loving place here. For very few of you, it could have been family members that judged you. Maybe you walked away from a specific religious path that they held on to or raised you in. Maybe you did things in an untraditional way and you came from a very traditional family, you know, but that doesn't mean that it eradicated any of your moral integrity or your inner compass here. It just means that you aligned to what was true for you and your soul's journey. And I really admire that type of energy here. So it could have been people, you know, oh, again, why are you raising your kids like that? Or why are you living there when you have children? You should be living in the country like how you were raised with chickens and da da da. You know, everyone always has an opinion and their opinion is better. right? So, but this is where it's like you didn't listen to those opinions, or perhaps you did and it made you waver, you know, and really anchor into your heart space of who you authentically are. And then you started expressing that and standing in that power like that. And it's very beautiful. I love it. Tell you about eyes, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Oh, 8 of Swords. And the 8 of Cups, 88. 888. You guys could be stressed out about a move or about walking away from something, but your intuition is like, just do it, just do it. Like, you don't need to know the if, the what, the where, the when, the why. 4 of Cups, you're not going to be rejected. Like, there's no negative attachments to it because it's meant for you. There's something that's meant for you, but you're having a hard time trusting it. Hi, I love you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Okay, you're having a hard time trusting it. The Fool card, yeah, but Spirit, I'm telling you, the Fool card is a card, sometimes it can be seen as, you know, being reckless, right? That's not what I'm getting though, especially with the rainbow. Like, you're moving on to better times and you gotta trust that Spirit has this net here if you just jump and take that leap of faith, okay? You're gonna land right in the hands of Spirit, the divine, God, the universe, whatever you believe in here. But it's gonna require you to walk away, not abandon, but to walk away from something that was once bringing you a lot of comfort. So maybe you're being guided to move. Maybe you're being guided to open a business and you're like, in this economy, Carissa, like, are you kidding me? I know I'd be approved for the loan, but I'm scared. What if I fail? What if this? What if that? Don't worry about the what ifs. If it is your calling and it just does not stop calling, it's blowing up your line, answer that call, okay? There's something here for you. Ace of Swords. It is for you. You are moving with clarity. You're moving with the divine here. You're meant to do this and everything's going to be okay. It's going to bring forth a lot of healing and empowerment, more empowerment for you as well, okay? More empowerment for you. Yeah, 7 of Coins. Some of you guys, you see how she's like contemplating it. She's like, you've been waiting for this for a very long time. You've been waiting for this for a very long time, okay? I love that, Jackie. Yes, Jackie's a great example. By the way, you guys, please go follow her channel. I don't know if she's commenting from her channel name, but Shamelessly Sexy Jackie. She used to be a sex therapist, okay, and she has gone to open up her tarot business. She does astrology, so many different things. She's very multifaceted and very talented. She's worked with myself and many other mentors and guides wherever she has been guided to. She's absolutely wonderful and amazing at what she does. So if you guys feel inclined, go check her out. She's also a Cancer, so that works as well. And her mother is just great. Like, she comes from a really good family. So anyways, 7 of Coins here. No more thinking. I want you doing. I want you acting. Okay. And so that's what I'm getting here. It's just like, don't worry about the how, the what, the when, the where, the why. Answer the call instead and leap with courage, with that faith that this is meant for you. Okay. All right. Let's see. A temptation will test you. What is this temptation for Cancers? The Temperance in the reverse. Ooh. And the Emperor card in the reverse. Okay. I'm going to be really honest, Cancers. There's going to be a little bit of a test here because you're about to receive something that's so big for you that you got to make sure that no matter what, you don't, and I'm not saying you will, I'm just saying this is a test, okay? And we prepare for tests, right? We have the wisdom, we have the knowledge, everything. What is, okay, my curl pattern is like being weird here. Hold on, I need to like brush that out. My curl pattern sometimes gets wild. But anyways, you might be tempted to abuse your power in a way. Okay, so whereas maybe somebody from your past pissed you off. Let me give an example of this. Okay, somebody in your past pissed you off. Now you're in this like high vibrational energy. They're coming back around. They apologize. You can accept their apology without being like a dick about it. You know what I mean? This doesn't mean to take them back. Apologies on being like, yeah, come on in, let me just fuck up my life, go ahead and burn down my brand new house and everything else that I've created for myself since you've been gone. No, it doesn't mean that. It just means move with like integrity, okay? You know, maybe they come back and they apologize and they have a genuine question and they're like, hey, you know, what does 1111 mean? And you're like, oh, okay, interesting. explain your knowledge, your wisdom of that, or whatever it is that they may be coming to you with. Again, you don't have to let them back in or back around or give them free access to you in any type of way. But it is about moving with integrity, being generous with your spirit. Two of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. And the Sun card in the reverse, and not operating in ego, you know, of like, I'm better than you. Yes, you made different decisions than other people did, but that's because you have a different heart than other people do. You know, and everyone can change. You've been changing since your past. We're all human. We all make mistakes. It's just kind of like operating in that type of energy, you know, not letting our egos get the best of us. And we all have an ego. I don't care how many times you've had ego deaths. Your ego is never disintegrated, okay? Not in this lifetime. All right, yeah, Ace of Wands in the reverse. So recognize an opportunity and take leadership in the opportunity. Be inspiring to those around you rather than, you know, degrading or condescending like maybe they were to you in a situation, okay? And again, that doesn't mean that you have to help them. You can point them in the right direction. You can, you know, you can say something and plant a seed. There's multiple ways of kind of doing things. Tell me about great passion though. What is this great passion for Cancers? Justice. Very nice. You're definitely in alignment. You're moving. Things are becoming very balanced here. I see you being very driven, very focused, very passionate, going after what you want. The Hermit card. You have a lot of inner wisdom. There's a lot that you've been like holding back on, and I see you just unleashing your magic. Genuinely unleashing your magic. You've been doing so much studying, learning, growing, evolving, and it's like you're gonna step out and show the world the real you. You've been changing a lot, yeah, and I feel like it's gonna shock the world. The Lover's card in the upright too, like your communication, the way that you handle situations is gonna kind of like shock the world here, or people again are just shocked because they judged you for things that they didn't yet understand. Good advice from a wise person. Yeah, you might be that wise person. Ladder, climbing towards success. So you guys are definitely climbing towards success here. Just make sure you don't kick the ladder down. You know what I mean? I feel like that could be a test for some of you guys. And then things will not always be this way. Change is coming. So if you have not experienced the success yet or anything like that, just understand it is coming in here. You've been working really hard towards it, and none of this has been in vain. Not even you. Okay? All right. High grossing month. So there could have been some sort of financial struggles or things just not being where you want them to be. And then the Rose card, financial relief coming through. Okay, being in a really big support to other people. There could be a lot of generosity that's coming in as well. Good advice coming in for you guys. Messages, please, for Cancers in regards to their finances and career. Nice. First card out in your purpose. You have independence and limitations. Also here, limitations is in reverse though. So I see it's something that you're actively overcoming. And rotten critic. All right, overall energy is helping hand. Yes, like I said, you're gonna be in a position where you're gonna need to assist others, okay? There's this, they're gonna want advice from you in some sort of way, okay? For some of you guys, you might need a helping hand from other people, like where it's you're just so busy, so productive. You know, you need to ask somebody around you for help, like, hey, can you pack the kids' lunches? Can you do this? Can you do that? Just remember that nobody can handle it all, okay? You also have rotten critic though, which I don't like. So just remember that everyone is entitled to their opinions, but that doesn't mean that their opinions actually hold weight. And I'm hearing that childhood rhyme where it's like, I am rubber, you are glue. Whatever you say to me bounces off to me and sticks to you. Which is actually a spell. It's actually a protection spell. So for against gossip. So some of you guys, it's like protecting yourself against like gossip or whatever that may be, and whatever right that is. Tell me about in your purpose for Cancers. Thank you. Okay, King of Cups and the Fool card in the reverse. So you've already begun this journey of being in your purpose here. And there's been a lot of fools who just like, they don't believe in you. They don't see you, but you... Baby, here's the deal. Other people don't need to believe in you. You exist. You're not a belief system. You are a human being. You're a human existing. You are in this world. You are of this world. You're of the 3D. They don't need to believe in you. Like, I just think that's so ridiculous. I'm like, I don't believe in you. I don't believe you. I don't believe this. And I'm just like, you don't need to believe it. It's not for you to believe. It's for me. Why are you here? Why do you feel the need to express your opinion that nobody asked for? What are you doing here? Like, you know, the people who are like, oh, are you sure you should start that business? Are you sure you should do that? Or, oh, in this economy, you're doing this. Like, don't let people's own self-doubts and self-imposed limitations stop you. Again, they're just being rotten critics, okay? Whatever you do to me is already done to you. I love that. I love that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot here. So there's a lot of people that want you to doubt yourself. They want you to doubt your purpose, your calling. And so they're doing their best to try and like split your timelines, to try and split your energy. I want you to continue follow through though, listening to your intuition, standing in your power, being practical about how you're going forward on things, being kind, standing in your heart center, having that inner resilience, that strength, and remembering that this is your calling, okay? You're gonna know when to make noise and you're gonna know when to be silent and to move silently. And that is part of your power. All right. Sometimes I have no problem speaking up for myself and trolling the trolls right back. Okay. I did it earlier today on Threads. Some lady was being really loud and I was just like, yeah, okay. Like, but I had fun with it. I was cracking up, honestly. I even hashtag because she kept using hashtags. I just thought I was being really funny. I have no problem doing that. But then there's other times where I'm just like, it's not even worth it. Like, let it go. You know, and it's like, you're going to know when to take action and just like have fun with the energy, play with it a little bit, you know? And then there's other times where you're just like, not for me. Like, there's no point in even addressing this. Today's one of those days. I just had fun with it. Sometimes I like to be in my black cat energy and play with my food before I eat it, but that's not for everyone. And I understand that, you know? Tell me about this independence though. This is where you are independently listening to yourself, your own calling. You're managing your money, yourself, okay? You're not dependent on others. Now I'm getting this energy that I talked about yesterday actually with another person here. And there's a lot of people that like to project and be like, oh, you're high maintenance. But let's say, you know, you're like, oh, I'm high maintenance because I go and get my nails done. Like, no, but I can afford to pay for my own nails. So meanwhile, I'm not high maintenance because it's something that I can maintain myself, meaning that it's where I'm at. And these other people, they like to kind of project where they're going to have their own shortcomings when it comes to you. So don't let these individuals project onto you here. Continue. Yes, 9 of coins. Oh, I'm sorry, 9 of cups here. This is like your wish fulfillment here. You are coming into this really celebratory energy, 8 of cups in the reverse, because you didn't give up, because you didn't listen to others, because you kept listening to your intuition, because you kept nurturing yourself. You kept, you know, being disciplined within yourself. And discipline is one of the greatest forms of self-love here. And you were doing it in a way where it's like, yes, you were being kind to others, but you weren't people-pleasing your way through. You weren't people-pleasing your way into some type of success here, okay? Messages, please. 2 of coins and the 7 of wands. Exactly. You maintained this like tightrope type of energy, and you knew that you were walking on this tightrope here, okay, where it's just like, well, if I lean too much into what other people say about me and care what they say about me, then that's going to hinder me and make me question my worth and my value. But if I lean too much into being hyper independent, I also know that that's a trauma response. And so you learn how to walk a tightrope. You learn how to walk with boundaries, with self-respect, okay? And king of coins, and you're finding success because of it. You're maintaining yourself because of it here. You're standing in your power, and you're gonna have more than enough, not just to take care of yourself, but to take care of others as well. Whether that is financially, or that is spiritually, or that is like emotionally, it doesn't matter, okay? Tell me about rotten critic. The High Priestess and the 10 of Cups in the reverse. There could be a family member particularly a Pisces, or you get a Pisces in your chart. This person could be crossing like a 12th house energy. So you guys could have like really bad 12th house aspects towards each other, which is actually showing up as like hidden enemy type of stuff. Okay. The Emperor card in the reverse, this could be a father figure. It does not have to be a father figure, but it could be. This could be a boss who, again, you know, feels like they know better than you. It can show up, it could be an Aries. Straight up, it could be an Aries. We have the Emperor card in the reverse. It's just somebody who wants to have a power struggle with you. They want to argue with you. They want to fight with you. They want to make you feel lesser than, because you being in your power highlights their shortcomings. You being in your power, not giving up here, makes them feel insecure. And again, they are projecting this like, oh, you're vain, you're this, you're that. You're not any of these things. You're just very dedicated. And you know, yeah, and they haven't quite learned those same lessons, the star card here, okay? But again, the energies are going to shift. The tables are going to turn, the death card in the reverse and the tower card, like I said. And these people are going to see, like, this rotten critic, this person, whoever this is in your life, is going to have to go through every single thing that you did and feel every single thing that they try to put you through or project onto you. They're going to learn their own way, and they're going to have to come to you, yeah, Knight of Swords, and ask you here about this, conversate with you about this, apologize to you, Three of Cups. They're learning here, instead of competing against you, I need to be on Cancer's team. Okay, so instead of competing, they want to be on your team now. For once, because you're on the winning team here. I see a lot of success and stability. A lot of success and stability. All right, don't doubt yourself here. Don't listen to others. Don't listen to wrong critics. And in fact, here's the deal. I posted a short about critics on my page here. If people have to come for like the way that you look or anything like that, they're not critics, they're fucking haters, okay? If if they are not following, they're critiquing with good advice, they're not critiquing you. They're just hating on you. Okay, there's a difference, and a lot of people don't understand. There's like, I'm just criticizing. You can't take criticism, and it's just like, baby, why would I take criticism from somebody who doesn't even walk in my shoes? Like, you can't even fill my shoes. Why would I take criticism from you? You're literally just criticizing my smile. You're criticizing the way that I look. You're not actually giving any substantial advice on what I could do better, you know? Or the advice is coming from like, play small, do this, do that. No, don't do that. All right, helping hand here. 10 of Cups in the reverse and the King of Pentacles in the upright, 7 of Wands. Again, these same people that tried to come for you here are going to be asking you for help, okay? They're going to be asking you for help. Could be family. Family has come up a lot in this scenario or the situation with the 10 of Cups here. Now, for some of you guys might be asking family for help in a situation. Like, hey, can you watch the kids? I've got a work event. Can you do this? I've got this going on. You know, it could be a child asking for help as well for some of you guys. The High Priestess, use your discernment here. The World card, I see you being very successful. And the 9 of Coins. Again, very successful here, very independent. Having this luxurious life. What I'm really getting, though, is this energy of people asking you for help. Okay? So how did you do it, Cancer? How did you get to where you're at? I used to be your biggest hater, and now I realize that I should have been taking notes the entire time. Exactly. Mask card. This person was, whoever this person is or people, they were wearing a mask here. Okay, they didn't want to give you credit while they were silently like stealing from you or stealing ideas or whatever it was. It's like they couldn't love you loudly because privately they loudly disliked you. They loudly had opinions about you, you know? Yeah, exactly. And now you're moving into this like winning era, this winning season. And yeah, sooner or later luck comes to everyone is what this winner card says here. So messages, please. Looking, yeah, they've been watching this too the entire time. They're watching it unfold. What are you going to do? How's Cancer going to handle this? How's Cancer getting through this? It's like they threw giant logs in the middle of the road and then watched how you move those logs so that you could continue driving and continue down your path, okay? So you have this eye for beauty, and you're able to really like see things that other people can't see. Yeah, okay, beautiful. Love to see it. Love life. Messages for Cancer couples. We're starting with Cancer couples first, and then we'll go into Cancer singles. Cancer couples. What do Cancer couples need to know at this point in time right now? Most important messages for Cancer couples. No brainer coming out. You have stress and anxiety, okay? And you have, how can you honor the ebbs and flows of life? Recenter to your 0-point field. And then we have soul contract as your overall. So you are in a soul contract with somebody. You are with a person that you are meant to be with, for my Cancers that are going to resonate with this, okay? There could be some sort of thing stressing you out. Tell me about no-brainer. Okay, there could be a material possession here that's like a no-brainer. So this could be like deciding on, you know, like, oh, we need a vehicle that is safe and operates properly. No brainer, right? We need a house with a roof on it. No brainer. Of course you do. You need a safe place to live. Like, those types of things are no brainers here. And I see you guys manifesting something together where it's just very obvious to the two of you that that's exactly what you guys both need. And you're moving into alignment with that, okay? Tell me about stress and anxiety, though. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could have Capricorn in your chart. You don't have to. Messages about stress and anxiety. Okay, 6 of Swords in the reverse. Ooh. What's on the bottom of the deck? 6 of Coins. 6-6. Divine Feminine energy. Some of you guys are stressed out by children. Okay? The Fool card here. In the reverse. Temperance in the reverse and the Ace of Coins. Stressed out, trying to find like a new approach to do something here. To find balance, especially with like children. It could be in regards to like communication. I'm sorry, I'm having to really sit with this here because I'm like not seeing it clearly. Give me a moment. Let me clarify the Temperance. Thank you. 5 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I'm telling you, there's something that's out of balance here, but it doesn't feel like it's between you guys. It feels like it's having to do with children. 4 Wands. Maybe a living environment. Okay. Maybe you have a living environment that's stressing you out. You got like those upstairs neighbors. They've got kids that just stomp around all damn day. You work from home. You're like, come on, dude. You know, that type of energy. You could have kids that are very like reliant on you financially. Maybe that could be stressing you out. One of the parents is like, hey, we need to cut them off. They need to, you know, grow up. The other one's like, no, but that's our baby. Like, I do see you coming to some sort of conclusion, healing, success, etc. Ace of Coins and the Sun card. Whatever you're worried about, whatever you're stressed out about, though, do know that there is going to be resolve and a brand new beginning with it. And I really strongly feel like it's about children. If this isn't about somebody, it could be somebody acting childish. Okay? Which is, it happens. All right, how can you honor the ebbs and the flows of life? Recenter to your 0-point field, and that is the Knight of Wands. Yeah, because we can't make decisions. Like, you can't see clearly what to do from a pot of boiling water. Like, you cannot see your reflection clearly, and that's what Spirit's asking you. You know, recenter yourself. Take some time from it here and then approach it when your emotions aren't heavily attached to it. The Hangman, yeah. So put it on kind of like pause and then proceed forward. Ace of Pentacles, again, double Ace of Pentacles. Proceed forward and you're going to have better results here, okay? So don't approach something or make decisions out of fear, out of being in survival, like recenter to your 0-point field. You're going to make the right decision here. Yep, 9 of Cups, beautiful. You're going to be very happy with the decision that you make, whatever you guys decide to do. 3 of Coins, but you will need to collaborate together. 2 of Swords here, and then the 10 of Coins. 3 of Cups, happiness, celebration. Again, I see it really coming together, but you got to take a step back sometimes to see the bigger picture and then reapproach the subject or the situation once emotions aren't so heavily tied into it, okay? Tell me about the soul contract between Cancer and their partner. Tell me about the soul contract here. Two of Cups. You guys are genuinely meant to be together. You are. All right. And you were meant to like overcome certain struggles, certain things together, learn balance together, learn how to navigate these experiences together. 5 of Coins. So stop trying to do it individually. Make sure that if you're feeling like emotionally disconnected from your partner or something like that, that you are connecting with them. The Hermit card, yeah, because I do see like some weird isolation happening here. You guys need to communicate. 9 of Swords, instead of just being in your head and like developing worst case scenario in our heads, sit down, communicate here, go on a date, go to the park, do what needs to do to find that balance again. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra, or again, you have Libra. We also have strong Leo in this reading, or you could have Leo and Pisces in this reading, or there could be a Pisces that you are dealing with, okay? But again, you're meant to be with this person, you're meant to go through this experience, and you're going to grow through this experience together. Oh, interesting. We have arguments over finances. Some of you guys could be arguing over finances. So I think I mentioned that actually, like a kid needing money for something, right? Weirdly, there are no such thing as coincidences though. So all right, let's go ahead and move forward here to my singles here. What do we have for singles? Well, no. Singles, I do see unplanned pregnancy. Jupiter is in Cancer here. There's going to be a lot of babies this summer. A lot of them, okay? So make sure that you are wrapping it up, all right? Or protecting yourself if you don't want babies. If you do want babies, then this is a good time to do that here, okay? Messages, please. Messages. Interesting. I just heard freezing your eggs. So somebody here is looking into like freezing their eggs for later in life. Like now's not the right time, but you want to take advantage of, you know, your kind of age right now and your health and stuff like that. I think that's a great time to do this, especially this summer. Any type of treatments like that, any health issues, stuff like that, it's actually a really good summer to do these things. So I think that's really great for you. Messages are for my singles. Okay, very good. Okay. Somebody's going to want to redeem themselves with you, but your past with this person is affecting your present. Don't avoid the inner work. Make sure that you're releasing old stories, timelines, etc. from this situation. I do see redemption here. Someone can be a little bit aloof. You are coming into alignment with like a new car, new home. So you're not kind of like paying attention to other people. You're just very focused on yourself right now. Tell me about this energy though. So your first card is sense of belonging. Then you have soul truth. Your past is affecting your present. And then your future card is an offer coming in for you. Tell me about sense of belonging. I'm hearing regrounding. Wheel of Fortune in the upright. You are regrounding here. King of Wands. You're refining like your sense of belonging, like recognizing your own sense of purpose in this world, your confidence, regaining your confidence, okay? After you specifically like walked away from a situation that could have felt like significant betrayal or heartbreak here. It could have been very chaotic. There could have been a lot of fights, a lot of arguments. Maybe it didn't end the right way. Whether this is friendships or romantic relationships here, again, you're regaining your sense of belonging after a period of feeling very almost ostracized or pushed out or not good enough, okay? Your soul truth here, tell me about your past is affecting your present, is clarified by the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Okay, babies. This is a little bit of like identifying too much with the pain or the experiences that we went through. Yes, they did shape you. However, is there any part of you that can kind of recognize how we needed to go through certain things, as painful as they are? I needed to have a crackhead mother, as painful as it was. I needed to be homeless when I was 18 years old. As shitty as that was, I needed these certain things because they shaped me into who I am. I needed to go through the abusive relationships here because I was too stubborn to learn in other ways, okay? You know, it's just like nothing could wake me up to the fact that I wasn't loving myself. Now, that does not mean that I'm blaming you for all of your experiences. That's not innately true. Okay, that's just not. It's just like sometimes we don't realize that we're so stubborn and we're like learning from these things and we ignored red flags along the way. It's taking accountability where you can. Where you can. Not for everything or the entirety. Okay? But where you can here, and not being too codependent on, you know, being a victim to your past or identifying with it in that way. It's in my past did not make me resilient. I'll let you know that right now. No, I was always resilient and I was afraid to be resilient. I was afraid to be in my power. My past and all the abuse I experienced did not make me resilient. It did not. It gave me street smarts, that's for sure. That's a great tool in my tool belt now. I really learned my worth, for sure. But I always was innately worthy, and I just could not see it. Okay? Offer here. Thank you. We have the Knight of Wands. So there's an offer that's coming in for you guys, okay? To make a choice, a decision, to move in a certain direction. Queen of Pentacles here. In a very practical, grounded way. I feel a very safe way. Could be from a Taurus, or you could have Taurus in your chart here. Tell me about the soul truth again, though, one more time. Six of Wands. I see you overcoming this. We love to see it. You're coming into a lot of success. Again, your past does not define you. It does not define you. Okay, your words are really powerful. So, and your body keeps the score. That's a really great book for like healing and stuff like that. Your body keeps a score. Every time we talk about something, your body doesn't know that you're not going through it or experiencing it right here, right now as you talk about it. So it's really important to reframe how you talk about situations. First of all, I don't give credit to any fucking abuser for my resilience. I was always resilient. I just couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. I didn't have the inner strength at the time, but now I do. Now I do, and I'm so grateful that I can see that now, and I love myself, and I love my old self, the old version of myself. She did everything that she could with the wisdom that she had, the tools that she had, you know, and I'm grateful, and I know that she would look to where I'm at now and be very grateful that she made it somewhere, because she did not think that she was going to live. She didn't want to live. She didn't want to go anywhere. She thought there was nothing left for her to do. And I feel like that's how you have to look at it. And that's how you have to tell the story of like, yo, there was times in my past where I wanted to give up, but I didn't, because I deserve to be here, because I'm worthy and, you know, I'm strong. So reframe, you know, your experiences here instead of identifying with them in a way that kind of brings your body down, okay? Redemption. For somebody here, there's somebody here who was not this person that's kind of coming back in. So we talked about everything more so in regards to you. Now we're going to add in this other person that wants to redeem themselves, okay? First of all, you guys could be in your own redemption era with the Magician here, Ace of Cups, all right? But for others of you guys, there's somebody who wants to redeem themselves. They did something pretty awful to you in the past, okay? They might show up or run into you in public in some sort of space. Maybe they know that you frequent this space here, but they're going to run into you is kind of what I'm seeing here. Or they may reach out online, but they're going to shower you with like some type of attention, okay? And I do see that they want to move forward in a very grounded and practical way. They want to go out with you. They want to talk with you about things. They want to heal and mend things with you. The Magician card and the Ace of Cups here. Three of Wands. Yeah. They want to move forward with you. The Justice card. They want to make things right. It could be a Libra. It does not have to be. You could have Libra in your chart. But they want to make things right with you. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you. Thank you for the donation. King of Cups is here. So this person, they're very apologetic. They're very like, okay, let's move forward from this here. I recognize that in the past I was a dick. they were an asshole to you, okay? Or bitch. I don't know exactly, male, female, whatever it is. And then you have the Three of Swords here, but they want to heal that. Ten of Cups. They want to do right by you. And so they're going to try to redeem themselves. They want to work through whatever issues that they did in the past. So they want to acknowledge and take accountability and move forward from that. I feel like this has been a long time coming. And I do feel like you guys are cut from the same cloth in a specific, in whatever way, okay? King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. You know, you guys do understand each other and see each other on that soul level. And so it's really going to be up to you and whether or not you want to take this person back. Like, it's kind of, the ball's in your court here. The Star card, yeah, they want to heal though. And I feel like this is going to be like wish fulfillment for you, Ace of Pentacles, to have this new beginning. And that's not going to be for all of you guys. And if you know me and you're not new to my channel, then you know these are not things that I typically say. So, yeah, I feel like you might be in a position where you don't really know what to do. Like, you want this, but now that it's here, you're like, I don't know if I should take them back. Ten of Pentacles. Ooh. Seven of Cups in the reverse. Eight of Swords. Yeah, like I said, you're kind of, you wanted this, but is it real? And my only advice in these situations is to give it time. Actions speak louder than words do, you know, and give it time. There's no reason to rush back into something. And if they're trying to rush back into something with you, then that's called love bombing. And you know that it's not legitimate, and they're not coming from the right place. Or if this is something where you're like, I never want to deal with this person again, then that's what's right for you. Accept their apology and just move on here. You know, you guys know you have clashing differences, and you're not for it here, but for the majority of you, again, this person's manifesting you. All right, they've been daydreaming about you, manifesting what it'd be like to be with you, praying about you. Yeah, they see your greatness. They were wrong about you. They were wrong about you here, but they might come into your work, okay, for someone out there as well. All right, that's for you to decide, my loves. Let's go ahead and move forward, closing out this reading here. For my Cancers, what do we have here for my Cancers? Messages, please, for my Cancers. What do they need to know? You are surrounded by support. Ooh, we do have blocked chakras, though, coming up. We have something is keeping you from your goals. You are a pure soul with good intentions. New light codes are being activated within you. And you could spend your time more wisely. Bottom of the deck is be excited about the soul you're evolving into. You are a gift. Top of the deck is call upon us for guidance. We want to intervene. And center of the deck is an important downloads are coming. Okay, so listen to your intuition. I am going to clarify the block chakra because I did not pick up anything about that. And I just don't want to leave that hanging. Tell me about block chakras real quick. The Hierophant. So intuitively, I feel like it's your fifth chakra, but I am getting the fourth chakra, which is your heart chakra, which makes sense though for my singles out there that are kind of like holding on to the past a little bit and the certain narratives that you identify with, okay? But Hierophant is card number 5, the fifth chakra. And that's like the throat chakra communication here. Okay, so choice is yours though. All right, so I would say throat and heart chakras for you is what we're needing to work on. Look up a meditation on YouTube to open those up. Go to a sound healing event, Reiki practitioner, any of those things. Do Reiki on yourself, okay? Wear the colors, whatever it may be. I love you, Cancers. Don't forget to like this reading. It does help me. I do appreciate it, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.